Governor, during the COVID pandemic, the state took more than $1 billion from the federal government and appropriated it for economic recovery. You spoke out against the American Rescue Plan, but then accepted the money and spent it. How do you believe you are not responsible for some measure of inflation, since economists blame some of it on federal spending?
Look, there's no doubt when the federal government puts $5 trillion into the economy, that's going to drive inflation. I had very firm words for Secretary Janet Yellen when she said it was just temporary. Everybody knew it wasn't temporary. Well, they said the recession isn't going to happen. Unfortunately, a recession is going to happen because there has to be a fallout from all of this. At the end of the day, when the state receives money, those are our dollars. Those are the taxpayers' dollars of New Hampshire. And if they're going to hand it out, when you hand money back to the federal government, they don't put it in the savings account. They just send it to New York or California. I'm not going to let that happen, of course. And given the team that we've put together in New Hampshire, we spend that one-time money smarter than anybody else in the country. It's one-time money for one-time spend, for capital projects to reduce our overall debt load, to take care of some infrastructure projects that haven't been done. But let's look at the transportation bill. Most of all that additional money just went to offset the costs of inflation. So they created the inflation problem, gave us the money, and we're building pretty much the same roads as we had before because they cost so much more. So, it's kind of this self-fulfilling prophecy of inflation. They didn't really think it out very well. But here in New Hampshire, we spend those dollars smart.
So the question goes to you, Dr. Sherman. The state still hasn't spent all the COVID funding allocated to it by the federal government. So knowing what we know now about inflation, should the state still appropriate that, or at this point leave it unspent?
Well, first of all, the governor is stretching the truth on his ability to manage these funds. We just had to return almost $19 million of unspent money on emergency rental assistance right in the middle of a housing crisis. We have 700 families sitting in motels around the state waiting for that, and now having failed to spend that $19 million, the remainder is also at risk. And we have no plan for it. So perhaps we'll have to use that extra funding to take care of those people who are now in dire need because the governor didn't appropriately spend the money. It's like biting the hand that feeds you when he actually says to New Hampshire residents, that's your tax dollars, but we're not going to accept them because it's going to drive up inflation. That's not realistic because we need to have the assistance here in New Hampshire to help people, whether they're in need from rental assistance, whether it's addiction, whether it's mental health. All of these are issues that are failing under the current governor, and we need to have that allocation available.
Governor, 30 seconds.
Yeah, look, we've spent $230 million in that rental assistance program. We got a letter last week, I think it was in the news right here on WMUR. They said, from the Treasury, they said, by the way, we know you've asked for more money, which we did, but we're cutting the program off over Christmas. Christmas break, we're going to stop the program. I was appalled. And we immediately responded to the Department of Treasury. And our Democrat congressional delegation joined me the very next day in a similar letter to the Department of Treasury saying, you can't do that. You can't just cut our program off like that. The result wasn't much. I think they gave us like 4 more days of rental assistance. But they asked us if we wanted more money. We said yes. They cut us off over Christmas. It's been a disaster in Washington. So look, we've been able to provide opportunity with those dollars coming in, to be sure. But at the end of the day, it's that one-time money. It's not going to be there for the long term.
That's time. All right, Sherman, a response?
Yeah, again, the governor is rewriting history. He did not spend that $19 million, so it had to be returned. He returned $800,000 in assistance for hungry children. He just let lapse another Medicaid to free and reduced lunch that would have provided assistance to 7,000 children. This is all on the backs of New Hampshire residents. They're going to have to make up the difference because the governor was not able to manage his own programs, and he has to send back all of this federal assistance.
Governor, we'll give you a quick response, but we want to stay on housing.
Yeah, no, I don't even need to.
Okay.
It's pointless.